Good morning, students. I am Vikram Singh Rathod, Assistant Professor at Center for E-Governance. Today I am representing the Python Pandas library sorting methods. Sorting method is basically used to sort the data in a particular form uh, in a ascending order or a descending order. In this regarding, we have two types of sorting methods. Those are used in our e-lecture by label or by actual value. Let us consider an example. So first of all, I am import the two basic libraries, and then the first one is the import pandas as a PD and numpy for the calculation for the numerical based values, and defining a variable and name unsort underscore df data frame, and then put the pd alias name and call the data frame method, and then also call the np of alias name of numpy database, and then call the random method and rand, and then put the values 10 comma 2, and then after defining the index values 1 comma 4 comma 6 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 9 comma 8 comma 0 comma 7, and then after columns is equal to defining the labels call 2 and call 1, and then after the last one statement print unsort underscore data frame, and after the executing the output is shown in the next slide. You can see that the output is defining in the column 2 and column 1 as defining with the three number of columns. One is by default the created index number, and the second one is the column 2, and the third one is column 1 that represent the some values in an unsorted form. Then after our first method, that is by label, we can also using the sort index method by passing the access argument and the order of the sorting. Data frame can be sorted. By default, sorting is done on the row label in the ascending order. So let us we call the both of the libraries, and unsorted underscore df is equal to pd dot data frame and np dot random dot rand 10 comma 2 index value is defining in the list like structure, and the column is equal to column 1 and column 2. Then after I am defining another variable sort underscore df for the sorting data frame is equal to unsort underscore df, then put the dot. After putting the dot, a sort index method is invoked in our environment, anaconda environment. Then I'm putting the sort index method, and then print the sort df. After executing, you can notice that the data is in the above form. You can notice the from the column values 0 to 9 is generated by default. The column 2 value is also defining in the uh, as a float data types. uh, you can notice that the data is in the form of a sorting column 2, and column 1 is also in the sorting form. You can notice that. Then after I am defining order of the sorting. Basically the order is a two type, a descending order or a ascending order. We can defining those with the Boolean values such as false or true. If we can defining ascending is equal to false, then it means the data is not and the sorted as in ascending order. And if we put the ascending is equal to true Boolean value, then the data is sorted in the ascending order, and vice versa is also defined in the descending order. Also put the Boolean values such as true and false. By passing the Boolean values to ascending parameter, the order of the sorting can be controlled. Let us consider the example to understand the same. For I am giving an example. First of all, we import the two libraries pandas as a pd and numpy as a np, and then create a variable unsort underscore df is equal to, and then pd.dataframe np.random.randn, and 10 comma 2 index values are also defined here, 1 comma 4 6 2 3 5 9 0 7, and column values also labeled as column 2 column 1, and sort df variable is also defined as a sort underscore df dot sort index, and then you can notice that I am defining ascending is equal to false. It means the data is not sorted in ascending order. And then after I am putting the variable print underscore and put the variable name sort underscore data frame. After executing, you can notice that the data is uh, not sorted in a particular order, and the index value is you can notice that the in a descending order, and the column 2 and column 2 values are not in a particular order, defining they are defining as per they are defining in a our program variable unsort df is also described here. Then after I am defining the sort the columns by passing the access argument with value 0 or 1. The sorting can be done on the column label. By default, sort is equal to access is equal to 0, sort by row. Let us consider the following example to understand the same. So first of all, we import both of libraries, pandas and numpy. Then unsort variable is equal to pd.dataframe np.random.randn, and variable 10 comma 2 index values are such as 1 4 6 2 3 5 9 8 0 7, and the column labels is column 2 and column 1. Then I am defining here, you can notice that sort underscore df data frame is equal to unsort underscore data frame dot sort index method, and put the access value is equal to 1. Basically it is the column label that is defined in the sorting, and then after print sort df method is used, and after executing it you can notice that the output is in the sorting order. You can notice here the values are sorted, and in a column one axis the values are sorted, you can notice in this slide. I am also defining the code in a particular slide to guide you for making the program for sorting the values in the pandas python using pandas library. I am using anaconda environment using a spider tool, and run the above programs. You can notice that the output is also shown in the slide. You can also use this for writing the code or execute the code uh, as per your convenient. You can use a Jupyter or a Spider or a Visual Studio Code as you wish. You can run the program and notice the output that is run in our uh, sorting code that is defined in our previous slide. Then after I am defining the by values method. Like index sorting, sort underscore value method is the method for sorting by values. In this method we can sort the values uh, using its value. It accepts by argument uh, which will use in the column name of the data frame with which the values are to be sorted. First of all, we import both libraries, import pandas and import numpy. Then unsort underscore df is equal to pd.dataframe and that you can notice that I am defining the values as a data frame in a dictionary like structure. So we can use a key value column 1 and put the values 2 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1, and the column 2 value put the values 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 4, and then close the curly brackets and the bracket, and then after I am create another variable sort underscore df. It means it is stored the sorted value in a data frame. So that's why I am writing is equal to unsort is equal to df, and then put the dot value. After putting the dot value, a method is invoked in our environment, sort underscore values. So we can use a by method is equal to column 1. It means the data is sorted by the column value 1 value, by the column values of defining as a column 1, and then print sort df. You can notice that the column value 1 is uh, in the uh, sorting order. You can notice that column 1 is 1 1 1 and 2, and column 3 is 3 2 4 1. It is defining as per the by values. Those are used in the our programming code. As per the code, the output is given in the slide. I am defining also a note here. Column 1 values are sorted and the respective column 2 values and row index will altered along with the column 1. Thus they look unsorted. You can notice that the column 1 is like in the sorted order, and the column 2 is not like in the sorted order. It's shown as a unsorted order. By argument take a list of column values. So I am defining another example. So that's why I am calling the both of libraries import pandas and import numpy, and I am writing a variable unsort underscore data frame. So that's why I am putting a pd dot data frame, and then the values in a dictionary like structure. So I am defining the value key value as a column 1 and the key value as a column 2, and corresponding values are put in the list like structure. List like structure, you can notice that then I am defining a sort underscore df is equal to unsort underscore df, and then put the dot value. After putting the dot value, a method is invoked sort underscore values, and then after I am here you notice that using by key argument I am putting the both column values as a column 1 comma column 2, and then after I am writing the print sort underscore data frame. That's why I am running the code. So you can notice that the values are sorted in a particular form. So as a column 1 corresponding column value is 2, and column 1 is value is 1 and the corresponding value is 3, and the column 1 value is 1 and the corresponding value is 4, and the column 2 is column 1 value is 2 and the corresponding value is 1. So in this order the value is sorted in the particular form. Then after we can also use the some sorting algorithms such as merge sort, heap sort, quick sort also in the our pandas library. In this example I am using a merge sort. It will use to merge sort is only stable algorithm that is used to merge the values in a sorting algorithm. So that's why we can use sort underscore values method for provision to choose the algorithm from merge sort, heap sort and quick sort. Merge sort is only the stable algorithm. So first of all we import both of the libraries as per the previous examples. I am defining the data frame using a variable unsort underscore df is equal to pd.dataframe, and then the key values as corresponding column 1 and column 2, and corresponding values are also defined in this, and the sort underscore df is equal to unsort underscore df dot sort values by column 1. You can notice that I am using a keyword by is equal to column 1 and kind is equal to merge sort. It means the data is sorting in the merge form, so that's why I am defining the output statement print underscore sort underscore df, and after executing you can notice that the merge sort is implementing on our data structure that is defining in the data dictionary like structure. You can notice that the data is sorted in the form of merge sort. For your convenience, I am also writing the code in a Anaconda environment using spider tool. You can also run the program to see the slides of the sorting method of Pandas library using values by axes or labels or values or sorting algorithms. You can easily execute the programs and clear the concepts of sorting methods in Pandas library. Thanks students.